Hello, hello, hello to all of my wonderful Aquariuses. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a special reading. What do we know about our Aquariuses before we really get started into your reading? Get into your reading, Aquarius. Besides the fact that Aquariuses are air signs and your quadruplicity is that you are a fixed sign. So Aquariuses are assertive people, independent, progressive, analytical, original, and inventive. You have strong dislikes and firm opinions. Again, because that's because you are a fixed sign, right? But people like most about you is your friendliness. That's what people really, really like most about you. Your polar opposite sign is the Leo, right? And so your lucky day of the week, Aquarius, is Wednesday. Your lucky numbers are 1 and 7. Your magical birthstone is the amethyst because it brings faithfulness and love, and it bestows the gift of, you know what it bestows the gift of. I talk about this every single time I do your reading. And so you are ruled by, the animals that are ruled by Aquarius are large birds like eagles. Yes, flying high. You want to know what people think about you, Aquariuses? You know what they think about you? What people, how other people see you. People see you, you're often regarded as slightly eccentric. So not necessarily strange, but certainly as independent character. You know, they see you as being a daredevil with an unusual way of looking at things. People consider you to be a pathfinder, a member of the real avant-garde, right? So they think you have a wicked sense of humor and an ability to shock and amuse people at the same time. So they know you're open to ideas, right, Aquarius? Especially when these ideas are yours. So people are drawn to your friendliness and your enthusiasm, but they withdraw quickly when you turn acid tongue, right? So a lot of Aquariuses can be very, very sarcastic, or like I said, acid tongue. You're ACID, tongued. You know, sometimes because you need so much personal freedom, you give the impression of being, uncaring or distant, right? But those around you may also become annoyed at your stubbornness, right? So those are some things to watch out for. But you're vibrating at your highest frequency, Aquarius. You are open-minded, you're a humanitarian, you're a creative. Now see, when I talk about like you needing your personal freedom, a lot of that has to do with the fact that you're a humanitarian. You would rather working with groups and people, like helping groups do things to better mankind, those wonderful things. You know, you are also very progressive. You're original, you're independent, highly intellectual. I have never met an Aquarius that is not smart, right? So some famous people who have the Aquarius Sun in Aquarius is Oprah Winfrey, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Delano Roosevelt, Justin Timberlake, Jennifer Anderson. Who else can we think of? Tom Brokaw, Christy Brinkley, Angela Davis, Dr. Dre is an Aquarius. Who else do we have? Abraham Lincoln was an Aquarius. So many Aquariuses when I'm thinking of Michael Jordan, Alicia Keys, just so many people that I can think of. Elijah Wood, John Travolta, Ronald Reagan, Vanessa Redgrave. So many famous people are Aquarius. And so we're going to get into your reading, okay, Aquarius? Because I know you like these fun facts, but I know you also want to get into your reading. So let's do it. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my Aquariuses as it relates to all areas of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, also in areas of money and wealth, also in areas of spirituality and where they need to take action, and also in areas of emotions and creativity. What information do we have for my wonderful Aquariuses? What information do we have? Yes. You all have been going through some wonderful transformations, Aquarius. Wonderful transformations. Yes, winning, winning, winning. I'm loving these cards, pulling them out already. Look, Aquarius. Did we have any major arcanas here? Okay. So listen, some of you have just decided to just sail away from a relationship. And you're the stronger because of it. Look at this right here. Okay, so we see you sailing away and you're at peace with it. You're disappointed, but you're at peace with it, right? this Knight of Cups, somebody that you saw as a knight of shining armor, or they saw you vice versa. But nevertheless, you're at peace with the decision to just sail away from it and just be done with it, right? Because this person, you thought this person was, you're going to be with this person, but you decided, you know what, I'm good. Like, I'm really good. That's never going to happen until I see pigs fly, and we know pigs aren't flying. So you're okay with it. You've actually ascended, because that was like a challenging situation, and that a relationship was a challenging situation. You just decided to sail away from it. So you're good, right? This is how you came out, right? You're more assertive. You're very meticulous. You're very direct, very much articulate, but you're also very, very clear. You have clarity of thought. No and ifs or buts. You know exactly what you want and what you don't want. This is where you are right here, right? Yes, you know exactly what you want and what you don't want. And so you emerged actually better from this situation. And look at you winning. Life is just coming full circle. This is the Nine of Cups. Life is full circle. This is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful for you. Like I said, I mean, for you Aquarius, like I said, you know, if you're in a relationship, and the relationship could have been with a water sign, and the water sign is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you just decided, you know what, I'm sailing away from it. I'm not even thinking about going back to that situation, because I know who I am, vibrating at my highest frequency. And even if they're vibrating at their highest, well, let me say this. You all were not on the same frequency, obviously, right? Because if you were vibrating at your highest frequency and they were vibrating at their highest frequency, the first thing would be respect, right? Boundaries would be set. There would be respect. Nobody would be crossing over into the other person's boundaries, right? So what that looks like when you're talking about like water signs, that's emotions and creativity. So for an Aquarius, they can sometimes seem clingy, like just too needy and clingy, right? Too many emotions, crying all the time, frustrated, just got to get it out and this kind of thing. And for an Aquarius, that's frustrating. Like, okay, I need my space. I can't breathe and I feel like a caged animal, which is not going to happen long for an Aquarius, right? And Aquarius is like, I'm out. Yes. King of Cups. So you have decided, listen, I'm just going to meditate. I need to meditate and I need to get over this. I need to deal with this. And like I said, for a lot of you, it was disappointing that it did not work out the way that you wanted it to work out. But nevertheless, you have moved on. Look, Hierophant, right? So for some of you, work could be going very, very good. Things are more structured for you. You decided to focus on your career, right? And started to you're happy with where your career is going right now. Things are not perfect, but it's a nice distraction is what I'm telling you. It's a nice distraction for some of you all. It's like, okay, I need to focus on something else. And not only that, you just decided, I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to invest more in myself and my money. And you're starting to see the fruits of your labor. So you have shifted that energy, and it's great. It's a great feeling when you shift the energy onto things that matter the most. Look at this, the King of Wands. You are an entrepreneur, somebody who is a visionary, someone who is a natural leader, right? Someone who is very bold, somebody who's powerful, who's inspiring, who's dramatic in a good way. So you have decided to shift your focus, right? Whether you're in business for yourself or you just decided to take that leadership role in the workplace. Yes, 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 and yes. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And look at you. This has been a long journey for you, but now you're wiser. This journey has been a long journey for you, and to some degree long and arduous, but nevertheless you are, look at where you are right now. Great. You're feeling good about life. You're wiser now. You're stronger. You're coming in for the last stretch. You also got to keep in mind too that we have these planets at retrograde right now, and a lot of people are thinking about relationships because of the planets being retrograde. Quite a few planets being retrograde, and you can check those out in the about section of my page if you want to find out more information, because I have a website, not my website, but a website that you can refer and find out information. A lot of you are tapping into like this childlike innocence in you, like this childlike innocence in you, like that's how you're feeling right now. This is the Six of Cups, which is great energy to tap into, right? And so you're tapping into, some of you are tapping into things that are familiar, could be family, but you're acknowledging your inner child. You're tapping into a place of innocence of where you were, like something that's very nostalgic to you. So a lot of you are tapping back into family. And just like I said, things that are familiar to you, which is helping you to heal from, this relationship that you're disappointed in. I mean, quite frankly, according to these cards, like I said, your focus has shifted on things that matter the most to you, right? That's part of the healing process. So yeah, that's good. And like I said, work is going well for you. Things are going well for you at work. They're looking up. Look, you're happy. You're seeing things for what they really are, and that's why that shining light is on the organization piece, your work. Yes. Look at you. Tender embrace. Look at this tender embrace. Look at the two elephants. Hold on. Let's get in. Can we get in? Almost get in close here. Yep, tender embrace. Attached to the number 22, which is attached to the number 4, right? Again, very, very, very powerful for you. And so this just really means that it means several things, right? You're just a compassionate person. You're very warm-hearted. You care for yourself and others. You're sensitive and empathetic. And you're very kind. You're a very kind person. Look at this tender embrace, right? And so these cards are sticking to my arm. But look, so this is how you feel. You're just you just have this sense of gratitude for where you are right now and where things are happening in your life, right? So things are just, when you sail away from something that you thought was going to be, like it could be like a romantic relationship or whatever, you decide to make an executive decision for yourself. I'm going to sail away from this and do what's best for me. It's two parts to that. The healing part, that healing process where you just feel like, okay, I'm disappointed, but I'm not so brokenhearted and hurt, because I don't see any broken hearts in here. I don't see any just like daggers through any hearts, none of that. I don't see any of that. I just feel like in this spread right here, you're disappointed, but you've decided to just sail away and be at peace with it, right? And that's just a beautiful thing when you're at peace with where you are. You made a decision. I'm sticking with that decision and I'm moving on. Like I'm really, really moving on. And so, what I love about the number 22, which is also attached to the number 4, is that this is about, there's like a genius quality to your vibration for the number 4, right? And so it allows you to, like, you have like a natural curiosity to kind of sort of veer off the beaten path, which is very Aquarius-like. And then also it's like you naturally have focus and discipline to explore your hunches and like your intuitive side. Yes, that's what the number 4 and 22 means, right? So just again, tender embrace. You're embracing yourself first and foremost. This is about duality too. This is about you embracing yourself. This 2 and 2. This is about you embracing yourself, embracing and loving yourself. It's like this tender embrace of yourself, meaning that before you can embrace anything else, you got to embrace yourself. Because remember, Aquariuses are some dynamic people. I mean, so smart, sometimes it's just scary. And if you're a person who is, like I said, clingy or needy or something, or a person who is just like too emotional, you really could run an Aquarius off, because they're so independent in their thinking and so independent as just physically independent, and also very original people, that they actually enjoy being in relationships, not just romantic relationships, but just even platonic relationships with other independent thinking people, where you're not so clingy. You all come together and you have like this meeting of the minds with an Aquarius, right? Just very, very powerful people. But yeah, that's what I have for you. This is about you tenderly embracing yourself and all the things that you love, right? That's what I have for you, Aquarius. Have a great day. Bye.